Hello everyone, welcome to English Class. This is Syllabus. In today's video, we shall discuss the literature section of class 11 English. This is the second video on this topic. If you are new to this channel, make sure that you have watched the previous video in which I have discussed the grammar and writing skill and reading skill of class 11 English syllabus. Come, let's start. But before we start, make sure that you have hit the subscribe button and you have liked this video. And if you are watching this video in my Facebook page, don't forget to follow and like my page. So in the literature section, there is a weightage of 40 marks. 30 marks will be from the main book and the remaining 10 marks will be from the supplementary reader. From the main book, in the prose section, we have the first chapter, that is the portrait of the lady. It's a beautiful chapter in which there is a very elaborate and heart-touching description of the relationship between a grandson and his grandmother. The second chapter is the landscape of the soul. In this lesson and in this chapter, there is a beautiful description of the arts in and around us, and there is a comparison between the European form of art and the Chinese form of art. The third chapter is the alien planet, and which is a very relative chapter, I think, because in this chapter the current condition of our earth is described, and it's apparent from the title that the planet earth is described as alien. It is described as something that is ill. So we can know about in detail about the earth and its current condition from this chapter. The next chapter is my impressions of Assam. In this chapter we shall see a beautiful description of a European person, how he sees Assam and how he finds Assam to be beautiful, and we can get a very impressive view of Assam from his perspective. So that's all in the prose section. Now coming to the poetry section, these four poems are extremely beautiful and heart-touching poems. The first poem is a photograph. A photograph describes the journey of a little girl and how she misses her mother when she passes away, and she only has a photograph of her mother, and she thinks about those pretty old days when her mother was alive. The second poem is the voice of the rain. Who doesn't like rain? No, we all are very fond of rain, and the rain has also something to tell us, and what the rain has got to tell us, we shall know about in this poem. The next poem is childhood, which is the most favorite part of our life. Of all the stages in our life, the childhood is the best part, and in this poem, the poet will ask certain questions, and we shall come to know how we miss our childhood. And the last poem of this section is Father to Son. This poem describes a beautiful yet a very solid description of how a father feels when his son grows up and gets detached from him. And this poem is actually an eye-opener for all of us into how we should treat our father and how we should bond with them. So that's all about the poetry section. Now coming to the supplementary reader, which has a weightage of 10 marks, there are only two chapters in it. One is Ranga's marriage. It's a very humorous story, and the author in a very lovingly and in a very humorous way describes the story of a young man, Ranganathan, when he comes back from abroad and when he comes back to his own village, how things turn out related to his marriage. It's a very humorous story. And the last chapter is Albert Einstein at school. We all know about Einstein and we all know how successful he was, but we don't know how he was at school and how once he was expelled from school. Yes, that great man Einstein, he was also expelled from school. So in order to know why he was expelled from school, we have to go through these lessons. So that's all about the literature section of HS first year English. I shall be covering all these topics in my upcoming videos. So if you don't want to miss out, make sure that you have subscribed to this channel and don't forget to press the bell icon so that you get all the notifications of all my new videos. So that's it for today. Stay tuned to English Jam. Keep learning and keep sharing.